Time now for the Staci and Hutch Say Too Much podcast.
Hide the children.
Where, you guessed it, the dynamic afternoon duo say way too much.
I won't shave armpits. Does it hurt when it grows back?
If there's any ingrown situations, that can be very painful.
No, seriously, that was way too much.
Pit stains. I think they're sexy in certain situations.
So if you're still listening, here they are to start the pod.
Why, I never.
Staci and Hutch.
Let's do it. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Still trying to get everything all weird. It's all, every time we switch, it's weird because then a morning show comes in and they do their thing. And Ryan has a certain way that things are set up. And I'm usually used to that way unless Crisco comes over here to do some stuff after the show. And then it's all just like...
It's all messed up.
Just throw it everywhere.
Yeah. And then we have things we printed out and then they don't like it, so they throw it away.
Yeah.
And then we got to reprint it.
Print things like the night before and I'll forget to grab it off the printer and then they just throw it in the trash.
Like,
and
what's this? I don't know. It's foreign. Throw it away.
Things I've learned today. Crisco talks like the Cookie Monster, apparently.
Yeah. Hi, buddy. And I
sucks.
say, hi, buddy.
Having roommates.
Yes.
Staci and I would live perfectly, happily ever after if we didn't have those roommates. But hello, everybody.
And then we complain about each other.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think if we lived together, we'd be fine because we'd leave each other alone.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
But we'd complain about the people we brought over.
Pretty much.
Like if we tried to bring someone over, we'd 100% complain about that person.
Yep.
Like, oh my God, you're bringing him again?
Stop bringing her over here. She breathes on things.
What are your roommate pet peeves? Things that you remember that you didn't like that they would do?
Well, I caught my roommate using my computer in my bedroom for private time.
I think we've talked about that before.
Did we?
That would be a no-no.
Yeah. Well, I lived on my own when I was in high school. So all the high school kids would come over to my place in my apartment.
Ooh, because you had an apartment and you were in high school.
Yeah, my mom kicked me out at 16. And so I had an apartment and my place was the hangout place. And so
I never had a lot of roommates.
Weird things went on there. Shocker.
Well, I preferred it my way.
Well, you had roommates. They were also known as husbands.
Yes.
And they were pretty, different.
They needed to go.
I just genuinely don't enjoy having other people in my space. So it's
okay. Of
nice.
The KS95 staff, this question goes out to both of you.
Mm-hmm.
Who would be your favorite roommate?
I think Ryan.
Who's really though?
Because I think he would. Well, I'm not counting you because obviously we already said that.
Yeah.
Because you and I would be great roommates.
Right.
But I think Ryan because he would leave me alone and he's very tidy.
But he's always right.
That's true. He would probably look at me and say, is that how we're going to throw that away?
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, he would make your life better.
You're like, we should really put that in a paper bag.
He would
fold it up.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Tape it closed.
You can never use a microwave.
Yeah.
You can never,
Who's cleanly and not around a lot? Pidge?
No.
Is Pidge cleanly?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's
who
sweet, though.
I've always
nice.
said I'd want TJ, but we would fight all the time.
You would fight. And I think that she probably would not pick up after herself much. I don't know. I know Des wouldn't.
Hey, can you come in here quick? We got to ask you a question for the podcast.
Oh, she looks grabby.
I'm going to ask her. Yeah, I'm going to ask her because I don't think I'm her first choice.
She can use my mic.
Okay, yeah.
We would probably have fun together as roommates, but we'd never clean up.
No, there's no way. There was no way we'd do that.
Neither one of us would.
You don't have to be on camera if you don't. You look beautiful.
You don't have to be on camera.
But I need you on mic, so move the camera. She doesn't be on camera, so move the mic.
Just move the mic over to her.
Yeah, just put the camera down,
Not
Ross.
the camera. Don't touch the camera.
No, move the camera because she'll be in this shot.
She doesn't want to be in it.
It's fine. You can see me in the background. Look.
If you had to pick one person on the KS95 staff to be roommates with, who would you pick?
Ooh, roommates with.
Yeah.
I know it's tough.
I would have to say probably Staci or Des.
Ooh, Des does not clean up.
Neither do I, though.
Ooh, that
Well,
might
that's
work
a
out
problem.
then.
No,
Yeah.
that's a problem.
That
You
might
can
work
imagine
out
going-
with Des.
Because if I'm messy and Staci's not, then she's gonna be like, I'm so annoyed by your mess.
Well, I picked
But
you,
me and Des
but
would just
whatever.
be like, we're a mess. Who cares?
I picked you.
You did? Why?
I don't know.
That's weird.
You'd fight.
We'd fight all the time.
I know. Why would you want to live with somebody who doesn't like you?
I don't know.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
What would be nice with me and TJ that we could probably trade clothes a lot, which would be nice.
Yeah, that's true.
Double our wardrobe, girl.
It definitely would be Staci or Des.
I like
Whatever.
TJ. TJ just says what I think. Do you know how many times I've wanted
That's
to
why
tell
we
you
fight
that
all
I
the
don't
time.
like you, and she just came out and said it in 30 seconds?
Yesterday, she texted me. She goes, because I was just mad at her for something, and she texted me and she goes, stop trying to pick a fight with me. I'm done. And so I ended it. I was like,
You're like,
whatever.
okay.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. She made me mad yesterday. Yeah, TJ and I would fight all the time. I don't know if I could pick anyone. If I could truly pick a good roommate, I think they're not on the. Well, they're kind of on the air. I definitely pick Matt, our
I was
boss.
going to ask you about that. What do we know about your big boss?
I
Nothing.
would pick him.
We don't know much.
Nothing.
We don't know much.
No, I actually hung out with him for the first time in 3 years for Hutchapalooza 2.0.
Okay.
He showed up to where Crisco and I had dinner.
Really? You
Yeah,
didn't tell me
nice
this.
guy.
Didn't I tell you that? I showed you the
No.
video.
You did?
Yeah, I thought I told you. I told you that Matt showed up. He was there because he bought dinner. Crisco
Well,
didn't
that-
buy anything,
Okay.
but he showed up to dinner at Buffalo Wild Wings
Okay.
for Hutchapalooza. Yeah, and then he left, but
This
he
is a
paid. So
very dangerous question. Should
Okay.
I know what Hutchapalooza is?
no, we're not going to talk about it.
Okay.
It's a failure of a whole bunch of different things.
It's a birthday
Ross?
celebration.
Yeah.
Ross does Rossapalooza every year. That's when he takes the time off between Christmas and New Year's, otherwise known as 4 for 11. You take 4 days off and
Everyone
you're off for
does that.
11.
Yeah, we all-
Everyone,
Yeah,
Ross,
but he
you're
just
not
calls it
special.
that, though.
But I just call
Oh.
it Rossapalooza.
And that's, of course, we all know the movie that's from.
I don't.
Old School.
Oh, I
Mitchapalooza. Remember? That's when Will
I
Ferrell
watched Old School
drank
forever.
too much and he started streaking through the quads.
We're
That
going
was at
streaking through the
Mitchapalooza because
quad.
he just got divorced and started having his whole big party. But yeah. Hey, you said something interesting yesterday, Stace.
Yeah.
I wanted to expand upon that.
Uh-oh.
Stacy was on Hinge for a very short amount of time there. And we had talked about how I was on Are We Dating the Same Guy, Twin Cities? And there was just a bunch of stupid comments about me. But Stacy said, and I said this in return, like, if you're not into a guy, tell him you're not into him.
Thanks,
Say,
but no thanks.
right. I'm not interested in dating you. Nothing against you. I'm just not attracted to you. Don't make up excuses of, well, I'm not ready to date. Or because when someone starts seeing you on dating apps, then they're like, oh, you must be ready to date now. Say, I'm just not interested in you, or all that stuff. But at the same time, a guy has to be able to handle rejection, unlike the guy that you talked to on Hinge, and
Yes.
why you got off Hinge.
Right. Because I'm gonna have to just paraphrase it because it's been a couple of years now. He asked, he asked me out or whatever, and I was like, oh, no thanks, I'm not interested, or whatever, however I put it. And I tried to say it in a kind way because the answer was I wasn't attracted to him physically.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I just don't think that we'd really, mesh much, or however I put it. And he said, well, how do you know that? And I said, well, because you like this and I don't, and you like this and it's not my thing, and you like this and it's not my thing either. And so I left out the I'm not attracted to you part because I thought I don't need to go there if I don't have to go there. So no. And he kept pressing and saying this, that, and the other. And I'm like, dude, finally, I'm like, I'm sorry, but no.
Yeah.
And he just kept at me. And I thought, that's it. I have to get off this thing, because if I've already told you no twice, if I have to, I don't want to have to do this again.
Yeah.
So I'm just out. If you're not going to take no for the answer, then I'm going to just get off this thing.
So we talked about how women have to be able to be honest and just say, this is not what it is. Because if you tell me something you're not ready to date,
Mm-hmm.
and in a month or two, you happen to come across my Hinge,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to shoot my shot. Sorry, you
Yeah.
know, until you tell me, sorry, I'm not interested in you. We aren't a match. Just say that. Like, people can handle it. Well, some
Right.
people can.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just thought it was interesting. We didn't have a chance to kind of expand upon that or talk about it.
And he should have, if I already told him no,
Mhm.
I shouldn't have had to tell him. I mean, yeah, maybe he wanted to say why. So I told him why. I didn't want to get to the hurtful part.
Yes.
So that the first 2 times I told you no should have been enough.
But it's not hurtful to say to a man, I'm not attracted to you, because that man is not attracted to other women.
Sure.
You know, when someone says, I'm not attracted to you, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm just not your type. You know, maybe your type is built. Maybe your type is super athletic. I'm not that.
I didn't get to that part. I got to the other parts.
Yeah.
And by then he still was after
Well,
me.
the other part saying, I'm not interested, should just give him the sign
Should
to
have
do
been
that.
enough. And he just kept going. So that's it. I'm off this thing.
On the same turn, another comment on the Are We Dating Same Guy? And my thing was, this guy had the nerve to ask me out without knowing anything about me. And I'm like,
not.
Isn't that what apps are?
Isn't
isn't that
we're
what dating is?
to get to know you?
Right, to get to know you. And then
Dumb bimbo?
the last comment after that was he went from hot to cold really quick.
Well,
when
of course.
when you tell me you're not interested in going on a date, I'm gonna
shut it off.
That's the least creepy thing that I should ever do. Any man should ever do. If you say I'm not interested, okay, cool, thanks.
Then I'm cold.
Right.
Bye. See ya.
Right.
I'll leave you alone now because I'm
Somehow-
not a creep.
Somehow I'm the creep for turning from hot to cold when she said no. And it's just so
Madam,
ridiculous. I
you
just
are a
hate it.
lunatic.
I hate it. I hate apps.
That is, and I hate that she wrote that because that is just not
There was
fair.
a lot of things. Oh, there was another one, but I don't want to get into it. It's just that whole site
It's so catty.
is so catty. And granted, it started for great reasons. And there's a lot of people that have probably been saved from really bad
sure.
situations because of that site.
Maybe.
But if women actually look at that site and determine whether they're not going to go on a first date or a man because of little comments like that, it's their loss. I've learned that. If they're going to listen to other people because they got turned down or they misrepresented something,
Mhm.
then that's their fault. I can't worry about that crap anymore.
And
but
you know,
whatever.
guys don't do this, and I commend you for not being catty in this manner
Mm.
because I think that shows a little more class than some women have.
Yeah.
I've just soured on all the apps in general.
I haven't
It's
been
been
on one.
months since I've opened mine.
Have you been on a date or what's
Oh,
going
I-
on with
no,
you? You haven't
I'm-
updated your
no,
dating
I'm-
life.
I'm practicing celibacy these days.
So am I.
So
High five.
Are you going to be cuffing or are you going to, it's holiday season.
Oh,
Are you going to cuff?
That's
When-
right.
When people say cuffing, I think of this: whap, 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 whap. Cuffing the season. Yes, I am. Boom.
And what it's the cuffing goes like now through
Holidays,
New Year's, right? So
Yeah.
it's the 3 holidays.
and then maybe it returns for Valentine's Day.
Here-
I
don't
think it's until Valentine's Day.
Here's the thing, though.
I don't know.
My family and friends are smart. They would see through that and go, "Well, this isn't real," so they wouldn't even treat that person with any respect, probably. So, on the apps, Hutch specifically on the
Mhm.
apps, the longer these apps have been around, to me, they've more turned into. And Staci, maybe you have different thoughts, and Hutch, you're free to have different thoughts too. All these apps to me have turned into another form of social media where people are just vain and vindictive for no reason.
Correct.
So to me, whatever. I'll run into somebody and meet them the old-fashioned way.
I've tried that. Like, I can't do it. Like,
I also go through these modes where I just don't
because of the whole
and I don't care right now.
Me Too stuff. I don't want to go up to a woman and just be like, it's just hard. I don't know. Like, I don't want to come off as creepy, yet no matter what I do, certain individuals take it a creepy way. One
Mhm.
woman said I was hot then cold when she said no, she didn't want to go on a date with me. Meanwhile, other women would want you to keep asking and asking and asking and play the chasing game. I can't do it. Like,
right.
I
'cause
can't.
You don't know who wants to be chased and who wants to be left alone.
Like, and so I leave someone alone, yet they want to be chased. And then I chase someone and they say he's a creep because I told him twice no.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what do you like? It's just, it's
Ah.
so
It's
so
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
So annoying. So all of you unsingle people out there, congratulations.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Live it up.
Yeah. I envy all of them. They don't.
I don't know
they
if I
don't-
envy them because I know there's a lot of people that are unhappy,
Sure,
Yeah.
I get that,
but
And I'm waiting out a few marriages.
but they're not going. They're not going through what the three of us have to go through if we want to go on a date.
Oh,
Sooner or
awful.
later,
It's-
everybody's going to be on their second, third marriages, and then we're all be sitting around in this like terrible soup of loneliness.
well, here's the thing. Like, if you know me, and there's some things that I've been through that were not my character.
Right.
At all. And Stacy's 100% always had my back because she would be the first person to be like, hey, perv, why did you do that? Hey, creep, why did you do that? She's the first one to call me out and turn me in.
And beat him up for it.
Right.
Absolutely.
But I grew up around all women. I saw what they went through.
Mhm.
Like, and so when someone, it hurts and it stings when someone portrays you in a certain way that you try not to be.
I was so mad when you told me about
that
the
situation.
stuff that was written. I would be like, who are these bimbos? And I want to have a talk with them real
Yeah.
quick because I'd be like, that is so not true.
Well, and here's the thing, like if I see someone like I'm going to shoot my shot just like I would
Right.
and not be creepy about it, like I would at a bar after a Long Island. Like I'd go up to you and say, hey, you're super attractive. Tell me more. Or, hey, I want to get to know you more. Let's go have fun at this place.
Right.
And so it's one of those things where, cuffing season's here and it's so annoying because Thanksgivings are lonely for a lot of people. Someone's going to Vegas and finding a man.
No, I'm not gonna find him.
It's not me, by the way.
No,
Last time you went to Vegas, you had a good date.
I did. It was fun.
I think it'll happen again.
Maybe.
Bimbo
I'm gonna
is
go
a great
see-
word, by the way. I just want to point that
I
out.
was my
Bimbo's a
favorite.
great word.
She gets so
Bimbos and broads.
here's what I love, Stacey. She gets more mad about people treating me bad
I know.
than I do. I get hurt. She gets angry, and I think it's the vice versa. Bridge man. I don't want to talk about him.
I still, to this day, for me personally, and I wish other people could be this way, and I say this out loud to reaffirm myself here, right? If I know you, we've said this numerous times, and you have something to say bad about me personally or work-wise, that means a heck of a lot more than what somebody says on an app that's secondhand knowledge or they don't really know me. Oftentimes, I just see that and go, yeah, okay, whatever. That's kind of funny. You don't know me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do a decent job letting that roll off. However, if Hutch came to me at 2 o'clock this afternoon and said, you did this today, I didn't like that, or you did this today, I thought it was bad, then I would say, oh, ouch, that kind of stinks. I should pay attention or look into that. But people who maybe you've met once or you'll never see again, or you maybe never ever will see them,
I know,
it's like,
but
whatever.
I like to treat women a certain way. And when someone
Oh,
doesn't
and I'm
get
not
that
saying
vibe
not
from
to
me,
do that.
no, I know,
Yeah.
but I feel like when people get the wrong impression, it hurts more.
Right.
A listener can call me a horrible dad. A listener can say your show sucks. They can do that.
And those are all true.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
those are statements of fact.
Right. But when you go to a group of 40,000 women in the area and you blast me for being a creep when I'm really that's not me. That's hurtful and it sucks because one woman's going to see that where a relationship could actually work out really well.
Right. And
she's just going to go,
got the wrong impression.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
and doesn't know the whole story. So.
Yeah. I've had that happen too with dumb things, like someone texted in saying, oh, she moved out of whatever town I happened to, I think it was Mound or whatever. Good riddance. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what are you talking about? Why? What'd I do?
Well, it was
Still
your lack
don't
of
know.
clothing walking around the neighborhood.
Oh, right. No, I was fat then. I wouldn't have done that.
By the way, can we also say this? I have never, ever in my entire life been called the narcissist. I think in this business, you have to have a confident
You have some sort of
demeanor.
ego. You have to have some sort of ego so you can get up in the morning.
Yeah, I don't even like that word, but yes.
Some sort of confidence, yeah, to be able to
to
get
do
up.
this job
Yeah.
when people are trashing you daily. There has to be a confidence that I'm good at what I do. I know how to do it, blah, 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 blah.
At least be able to fake it.
But there's one woman that has thrown this word around, and I hate this word because it's a word that should be used only when someone truly does have it. Narcissism and narcissist. I feel women are using that term too lightly, as they should be using he's egotistical. He's, when you call someone a narcissist, I think that word is just thrown around way too much, especially in the dating world when a guy has a red flag. Oh, he's narcissistic. I think it's more of a mental thing than whatever, but that's another thing that's been thrown around.
I'm looking up to see what it means. I think people don't know what it means.
I think they substitute the word narcissist for egotistical.
Yeah, I was
Having-
just gonna say that.
Narcissist, if defined, having an excessive or erotic interest in oneself and one's physical appearance.
See, I don't. I
No,
look at
you
myself and I go, oh.
I know you do.
Like I don't, no matter when I was 100 pounds heavy or what I'm at now or whatever, like I look at myself and go, oh, like
It's funny, he does make that noise.
I do. Like
I do the same thing every morning. I go, it's no wonder you're single, ugly.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Egotistical defined, excessively absorbed in oneself, self-centered.
Now that's both
it's,
of us.
That's everyone.
yeah.
And to some extent.
I mean, we have a radio show named after us, I mean.
And my name's first. I'm worse.
Yeah. But anyway, we're already out of time.
Are we really?
We're at 20 minutes already.
Oh, I want to talk more about us.
But but can we skip pass or play today?
Sure.
Because I do want to do snack check because
Yep.
I know we promised we'd do the pumpkin Pop Tarts.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh,
Okay.
I forgot to bring
But by the
toaster.
way, was that
Yeah.
a negotiation tactic by Stacy? Sure, he can join the show, but my name's first.
No,
Yeah.
that was. I don't think we either.
No, it just
I don't think. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
flows more.
It just flows better, right?
Well, and she's been here longer. I think the transition period of an icon like Moon, you're going to have a guy that no one knows be the first name when people know Staci. I mean, Smarter Than Staci, Moon and Staci. Like the name is super synonymous with the afternoon show. So to have it first, people know, okay, she's still here. It's still working.
And some people do equate that with, listeners, people equated that with something. I don't know why.
Well, listeners will still go to, why is Hutch opening the breaks? Why does he talk first?
Yeah.
Why does he end the break? So it really doesn't, I don't know. Like that's the way our boss had said it first.
Right.
But I think it flows.
If
I don't know.
I'm uncomfortable with it, when you're gone, and it was Carissa and I for a while there,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I can start them, I guess. And then I would be like, what do we say again? Because I don't do that.
Yeah.
And so that's not my strength. So I'm like, I have to stop and think about it. I had to write it down. Like, what do we say when we open the breaks again?
Well, the other issue too is that I'm running the board.
Mm-hmm. So
I know when things are coming. I know
Yeah.
when to go out. I know,
and you know when
we're-
the song, the intro is over and the singer is going to start, and you know when the intro, so there's just like logistics that I'm not privy to. So I don't know when that's going to happen. I can kind of see what's going on. I've got a little monitor up there, but it's far away.
Well, and let's be honest too, and I don't mean this in a bad way or a bad light at all, but Staci for so long had to keep Moon together. She had to be the one that said, okay, this. She's the one that had to keep him on time. She's the one that had to make sure that all the commercial spots were red. Like for the longest time, 17 years, she had to be the person.
Yeah, I had to keep all the ducks in a row, and he just sort of threw some things in there, and I glued them together.
Yeah, and we joke about this all the time. Now that Staci has someone a little more competent or incompetent, whatever the word is.
Someone else who can hold the glue.
Yeah, she's like, all right, cool. Like Staci, we know Staci probably has no more than another 6 or 10 years. I mean, she's been here forever.
And then I'll drop.
Right. And then she's done. But I feel like
I'm training you to be the new.
We're transitioning
eventually.
and then at least another 3 more years coming up July, and hopefully more beyond that. For me to be the Staci of the transition of whatever it was,
and then we'll find some broad,
because you have to be able.
Another great word, by the way.
Yes,
I mean, and then I think about this all the time, because we're gonna have to. I say this all the time: is when Staci says, "I'm retiring, I'm hanging it up," we're gonna be like, we have to hire you for Smarter Than Staci. We're gonna have to have you just come in or have a microphone at home just to play that game, because Smarter Than Deborah or whoever we get. Just doesn't go, it doesn't ring. But
I don't know what
fear
we'll do.
is, my fear is that they're going to have me take it over. And I hate playing that game.
I know.
Hate it.
And
I think the only other name that works off the top of my head would be a Sarah. The only
no,
people
I already worked
allowed...
with Sarah, can't do it.
Okay.
And Sarah's too generic.
yeah,
I mean, Staci's very generic for Minnesota in the 80s too, but
we'll have to find a Susie or a
Smarter.
I don't know.
Saoirse.
Smarter than Hutchie?
Well, I've
What
always
would
said
we call it?
she would never do it, but I always said it if Staci ever retires, I'd love to have TJ, because her playing Smarter Than Staci is
It's
the
pretty
most
funny.
most moronic thing in the entire world, but it's great. But she'll never, ever, ever do this show because it sucks when you have kids to do this show.
Yeah, it is hard.
But no, I mean, listen, we've got plenty more
We've
years.
got time. We've got time for that, because really, I've got a mortgage, so
And she likes to spend.
I like to buy things and go places.
But anyway,
Money
so-
helps
look at
with
how
that, right?
Look
Money
at how
helps.
sparkly my shirt is.
yeah, but I know you probably got that at Marshall's or TJ Maxx.
Yeah, but it's crushed up diamonds.
Real diamonds.
Yeah,
Oh, got it. Okay.
How great is Marshall's? I love Marshall's.
Marshalls, TJ Maxx,
Home Goods.
a Nordstrom Rack,
Love it.
all of it.
What's the latest grub?
Soup's on, fat boy.
You'll find out what's an oral gasm
Your chicken is delectable.
and what's dorm food.
That's disgusting.
Because it's time to test your taste buds as we now present Staci and Hutch's Snack Chat.
All right. We said we would do this. We're doing it now. Staci's, she is already grossed out because it's not heated up.
I'm
I'll eat 'em
disrobing
cold.
it.
I love Pop-Tarts cold.
Yeah.
Pop-Tarts, it is their limited edition pumpkin pie flavor. Not pumpkin, but pumpkin pie flavor.
It smells really good.
Yeah, just give me that. I don't want to open a new one, because if someone likes it, we'll give it to them. But I don't know. This pumpkin thing is really...
It tastes an awful lot like pumpkin pie.
Oh, you know what? It's not even bad.
No, it's good.
Why won't it ever focus?
I'd rather do pecan pie than pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving, but this is actually...
This is good. Yeah. I like
This
this.
is super good. I mean, I can only do like half of one or one, it's too overwhelming, but the taste initially, super good.
That's good.
I don't know how people can eat 2 Pop-Tarts. There's 2 in a bag.
Oh, I can.
I don't know how to do it. But
You're not a sweets guy.
you know what I have later? Are these. These are back in stores. These are the most delicious things in the entire
We're not
world.
eating those today?
No, I mean, people know what they taste like. I just bought them and they're back in stores, so I just wanted to tell you. But I'm going to
What
put them
people? I don't know.
in normal people. People that like Christmas tree cakes.
Hmm.
No, that they're back. They are the best. What's the equivalent of these? Is it zebra cakes?
It's zebra cakes.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you like them, Stace, or no? The Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, all right.
All the people tell me so.
Here, Ross, go put it in the My Talk area.
But what do all the people know?
I don't, unless Stacy wants them.
Yeah.
You want them?
I'll have one. I'll take a pack home.
Yeah, you take them home.
All right, there you go.
Those
They
are
are
good.
a little spicy.
Thank you, Hutch. These were good.
Yeah.
There's
They're-
a little
there's a kick,
spice,
yeah.
just like a piece of pie.
All right, there you go. That is Stacy and Hutch. Stay tuned. What?
Look at the nutrition facts.
Oh, don't.
Don't.
Well, I had 2 bites, so I'm good.
I say don't look at him, and I faced him right towards Stacy. By the way,
Are they
completely
bad?
by mistake.
What? How much sugar?
If you where'd the sugar go? Sorry.
Coming from the diabetic.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, here we go. 65 carbs. That's a lot. There's no sugar on here. Doesn't even say.
It's probably because you
No,
don't
the
want
carbs
to
are
know.
in the sugar. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not good.
Oh,
That's a lot.
65 grams of carbs
And
for
the-
one
and
or
the
for a pack?
Serving size is 6. And how many
No.
packs are in here?
No.
No, serving size is not 6.
2.
It's
Yeah, so it's 1. Each
each
Pop-Tart is
Pop-Tart is 60. Oh my God. Not even a pack of 2?
Serving size is 2 pastries.
Oh, okay.
Is that what it says
There's
on there?
6
Okay.
per
Oh,
container.
2 pastries. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Ross, maybe that's your problem why you got diabetes. We'll teach you how to read nutrition facts.
Yeah.
My A1Cs are fantastic. by the
Total
way. You can ask
sugars,
my-
20
You can ask my doctor.
Total sugar is 28 grams. That's not as
For
bad as I
2?
thought. Yeah.
Still, what's
Per
how many
serving.
calories?
Total
Oh, so-
calories. It's a half. A half of it is in English and half is in Spanish, so it's hard to kind of translate.
Now you know why I was lost
see.
trying to read this.
It doesn't. I don't see calories.
What?
Oh, here it is. 380.
Oh.
It's
For-
written really big.
400?
380
400 calories for 2 pastries.
per serving. Yep.
Oh my God.
And what's the
That's
daily
not so bad
recommended
for 2.
calories?
Yeah, but that's a lot for
That-
breakfast.
That's one for your entire breakfast. Yeah.
I guess. Whatever. All right, there you go. That's Stacy Not Say Too Much. We'll see you guys back here next week. Bye.